Hello. This is an introduction to Kahn Mentor. You may have noticed that that's not quite the same spelling as Sal Kahn. You'll notice that there's something a little different right there. And let's see here. There we go, Kahn Mentor. Now, originally I had wanted this to be a channel for comments, and the stuff at Khan Academy is some pretty good content, but there are parts of it that I thought needed some, comments on, expansion, show other ways to do an equation, things like that. Well, if you watch Sal's videos, and I'm new with this tablet, so I'm hitting the wrong thing sometimes. And his is spelled correctly. In his talks, he says that he would love it if other people would do the same things that he's been doing. So if you could get a tablet, it comes with a stylus, and hook it up to a computer and produce the same sort of videos that Sal is producing, he said that would be great. So I took him to heart. I decided to pick up a tablet, and I've been wanting one for a while for doing other things, but Sal's idea works out for me because our professor Kahn has just said repeatedly that this is one of the best things that could be done is if more people were doing this. So I'm just going to do so. I'm going to do my comments that way. Well, I originally decided to do comment as C-O-M-M-E-N-T, and then I was thinking, well, wait a second. I'm commenting on Khan Academy. Okay, so Kahn meant. Well, that actually kind of sounds kind of bad because it makes it sound like I'm saying this is what Kahn meant. And that's not true. What Sal Kahn means, he says. What Sal Kahn wants to do, he does. And he does it exceptionally well. So I think everything he meant, he has said. So, man, I didn't like that. So I said, well, wait a second. The pun is still funny, and I can do it a little differently if I go mentor. Well, that seemed like a great thing to do. Here's my, Kahn mentor. So I went to try and put this in, and it didn't like it. It said that, sorry, that's not available. So I could not use Kahn Mentor, you know. So what I did was I flipped the H and the A, and I said, I'm Kahn, not Kahn, but Kahn, and I'm a mentor. I do mentor teenagers, and hopefully through this comment video I can mentor some more, give my opinion on some of these things, and like I said, it's more to be an expansion upon what Sal's doing, not a replacement, just a way of getting more information out there. Now, this means that, one, more importantly than anything else, I am not part of KA. I am just a user, just like anybody else, and so I'm just doing something. Two, you may have noticed that my writing tends to go up and down, and the spacing changes, wider and narrower, and all this wonderful fun stuff. This is what's called dysgraphia. Oops. Oh, that's real good. Let me get rid of a few characters here. I do not have a major case of dysgraphia. I only have a mild case. So I can write, and I can write somewhat legibly, but it takes me, this actually takes a lot of work for me to do that. And what happens is my writing will get tired, and then I'll start to do all this stuff. So do not expect any long videos out of me. I'm not going to do anything that's going to really stress my system. Third on my little list, then I do have an actual little list of things I just wanted to make sure I mention. I am not going for lots of new topics. And the reason why is because I think that the primary content and direction of Khan Academy is definitely up to them, and I'm just trying to add some comments, okay, some additional things. I'm not trying to replace them. I'm not trying to push them in any new directions. I think what they've got is great. I just think that another opinion would be good. I mean, I may take some topics that I know a little bit about, like C++, and I'm in no way an expert in this, but then I could go and I could say take the Sal, what does he have? I think Python, and translate it into C++. So that would be kind of new because it would be a completely different language, but it's still Sal's Python. It's the foundation. So some things like that. Let's see here. It's 4. I am using a Wacom tablet. I would not normally have afforded this. This is a fairly nice tablet. It's a nice little chunk of change. Uh, but I had a reasonable tax return, so I got that. I'm using the free software that came with it. This particular one you're looking at is Corel Painter Essentials, which I was trying to get the chalkboard effect, make it look like a real chalkboard. And, you know, it does the work. For a lot of things, I will probably actually prefer Autodesk Sketchbook Express. It comes with it also. And they're both very nice programs for using with this. I'm using an old computer, and then most of the time I'm going to try and do the high def capture like I'm doing here on the desktop. But for Christmas I was given a new laptop, which is nice, and I may do it on that. But if I do it on it, its screen isn't high enough resolution for me to really do the high def, 1280 by 720. It could do it. Problem is, the screen is such a size that all of the um, various other things, like these menus, would show up. And I don't want that. I want a cleaner look to things, and as a side effect, I'm trying to, keep the menus off to the side where they should be. And that means that instead of doing this real high resolution, if I do things on the laptop, they will probably drop down to 1024 by 576, which may seem like an odd number, but if you do a little bit of math, you'll find out that those are both divisible by 8, which for doing AVIs on computers is actually an important number. So that's it for my notes, my little quick introduction. And you may have noticed that somewhere along the line here, I never brought up my name. Didn't mention it at all. Ooh. So some people may recognize my voice and may know who I am. That's fine. However, I'm not going to use my name. I'm just going to use Kahn Mentor. And the reason why is because I am not what is important here. What's important is the content of Khan Academy and using a little bit of basic equipment to add to it. And like I said, this is my personal additions, not anything official by Sal and his team. So there's my introduction, and I hope you have a nice day.